Greeting News Plus Notes readers. We're here with Brian Moran from Turner Construction. So how exciting was it for you guys to be in charge of all these memories of all these airmen that have served our country?
This was just so much fun. General Hudson and I are similar age, and you know the planes and the artifacts and the exhibits that they're bringing in here for this era are the things that we read about as kids. And so to see that history actually unfold right in front of your eyes and to build a shelter that's going to carry all that, it's a pretty amazing honor.
Well, we've been following the construction as it's gone from setting the beams and everything over the last couple of years. What was the biggest challenge you had in this project?
Probably the biggest challenge that we had recognizing up front was the safety perspective. An awful lot of the building is at very high elevations, and so we kind of went out of our way to make sure that we came up with kind of ingenious ways, if I may say, to erect the steel to keep the workers closer to the ground to minimize their exposure to fall, as well as the roofing. The roofing, once again, is 80 feet in the air, and you're standing on a metal frying pan that's very slippery when it's wet. So we monitored the weather, we monitored the wind, we monitored precipitation to make sure nobody was at risk. We used a lot of fall restraint equipment and a lot of the high lifts that you still see on the floor to make sure that everybody was safe and went home.
Now, how big are these garage doors?
They are, I think, 120 feet wide, and they're 48 feet to the top.
So they're going to be able to move the planes in without really taking them apart.
That's correct. The kind of private joke with General Hudson is the current exhibits that are all coming in, the big cargo planes, the XB-70, the Air Force One exhibits all fit through. We've asked them about the current Air Force One because I'm sure you've heard that it's going to be retired soon. And so we offered to make the doors a little bit bigger so that he could bring that in, although the restoration people have told me that when they get that exhibit for the museum, they can take the tail off of that plane, pull it in, and put the tail back on, so I don't have to make the doors any bigger.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you for your time and for this wonderful expansion of the museum.
My pleasure.